Are you there? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Wendy.Le.Genius. I'm a recording and performing artist here in Dallas, Texas. If you're a Wendy.Le.Genius gang, you already know what day it is. You know it's Friday, darlings. And today, as always, we drop an episode from the segment called Nairobbery. And that's what I'm going to be doing today in a little bit. So remember, the goal is to reach 4,000 watch hours. And there is nothing I can do that without the help of you guys. So all you need to do is just look for my playlist. It's called Wendy.Le.Genius, in brackets 4K hours, and then you can be able to watch all the videos right there and help me achieve the goals. Also remember, we are trying to reach more subscribers, so if you share this video, that's the only way it can be able to reach a lot of people. If it's your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit on the post notification bell and enjoy this video. I got a new video coming out soon, pretty soon, guys, in the next couple of weeks. So, and it's so awesome. It's an awesome project. It's one of the most beautiful projects I've ever worked on, guys. So you just want to support me by ensuring it reaches as many people as it should, because the message is to you guys. It's not mine. So, I'd really appreciate if you share this channel with your friends and let them know about Wendy.Le.Genius gang. Remember, Wendy.Le.Genius gang, we are big as always. Wendy.Le.Genius gang, we are big. I wanna get better, yeah. Every day I wanna be just fine, yeah. And then I wanna cry. This is my calling, yeah. So come on, living in Nairobi, I've seen a lot of things, guys, and I've been robbed a couple times, guys. That is why we have a special segment. It's called Nairobbery, and so today I'm gonna be telling you a story that happened to me, and here it goes, guys. I was on my internship, guys, at Mayenga. So it is like a conglomerate of KBC or something like that. So I used to go there, and I had my friend, she's called Nyapola, Evelyn Nyapola, aka Jawinjo. Jawinjo, big shout out to you. If you're gonna watch this video, big shout out to you. So Nyapola used to be my friend, Mangita Gidel, that's what we call it, like Kufa Kwana. Like, she used to be my very good friend Apo kwenye studio. So she used to go to school at Kenya KIMC, Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, and me mwenyewe I used to go to Days University. Lakini tulikuwa tumependana. We used to walk home together. We used to go to have lunch together and so on, you know. So on that day, we were done with the tasks for the day and we were headed out. And of course, kulikuanga na my bodyguard, Somke. Big shout out to you, Somke. So that day, CG Somke didn't come for me, but we had an eat out with my friend Nyapola. So we were gonna have some pizza on the way from KBC before we go back home, because it used to be in the evening. So we went to that pizza inn up around UON, the one that you go up around UON. Went to that pizza inn, and I had my bag, and Nyapola tumeingia. I had a jumpsuit on, guys. I was in love with jumpsuits at that particular point. Everybody when alinijua at that particular time, you knew about this blue jumpsuit, and I used to love so much. So I was in that blue jumpsuit, and because it's a jumpsuit, somebody has to help me to get it off even when I'm going to the bathroom or something like that, because it's going to give me a hard time to get it off. So Ladies, you know how we are. So we're headed to the bathroom. But I'm like, because we just got a table and just made our order. We just placed our order, guys. And, I used an ATM card for the purchase to pay the bill and everything. So we're just waiting for the pizza to be prepared for us so that we can begin the party. And we ordered some pizza and a Coke. So before we leave, I tell Nyapola, how do you feel about our staff to Kiajapa? They're not safe. This is Nairobi, and ilipata kama it was around the same period that I saw there was so much going on in Nairobi. Nairobbery was too much. So these people, there was a CCTV footage that surfaced and it was making rounds online about a group of people who were stealing at a club, or was it an M-Pesa, something like that. So as a person, you're from work, you're tired, you grab yourself some drink on your way home, but as a working person, you got your laptop in your backpack or something like that. So you have the bag just hanging on your chair, so you think that it's safe, but apparently it's not. And then there's a group of people who come in, apparently maybe 2 or 3, and then one person passes right at your back, and maybe they knock you or something. So this person is acting as a distraction. So when you're still arguing with this other person, there's another person who takes your bag and passes it to another person. Before you know it, they've left the place, and you're just there, you're thinking your bag is still there, So I was kind of extra cautious during my operations on the streets and even in restaurants. I knew no place is safe for us, as people living in Nairobi. So I told Nyapola, how do you think about this bag? And I was thinking of handling it to some women who are looking like they are friendly on the other table. But Nyapola is like, let's give it to the lady who the cashier. Okay, but the cashier, when we give it to her, she's like, just put the bags on top right here, I'll see them, but don't take too long. We proceed to the bathroom, and there was a term that we used to use with Nyapola. I don't know, that means like kumedoka or something like that. I don't remember. Something like kusemuch or something like that, in my vernacular, that literally means like, it is bad, like the situation is bad right now. So I was just making fun. We literally, both of us took like less than 5 minutes, something like that, from pull down the zipper, as from the jumpsuit and even back on. I used the bathroom, came out, back on, and Nyapola also used the bathroom and back on. And now we were going back, and right at the place, something just tells me, I look far, I become a Pharisee. I stretch my eyes so far to see and confirm if my bag is still there. Our bags are still there. Shock on me. I could clearly see, because my bag was a little bit bigger, I could clearly see, and it was like creamish. I could clearly see my bag is not there. But I could see something like Nyapola's bag. So I couldn't understand. And I'm telling Nyapola, man, I think we've been robbed. Guys. Nyapola. We go. We increase the pace as Africans. We run even and get there. We don't see my bag. And the funny thing, Nyapola's bag is there. Nyapola's bag is there, guys. Remember, my phone was inside there. I was talking to my sisters, I was talking to my brothers, I was talking to my mom. And apparently they were to send me some money from abroad. On that particular day. Guys, I was so attached to my phone. I normally get attached to my things, especially electronics. Guys, I'm normally attached to my stuff. Electronics and clothes. So let's not think about the fact that I had a brand new Sony Xperia Z3 or something like that. Guys, I had a new Sony Xperia Z3. We're talking about 2017, I think. I think it was 2017, guys. That was a very good phone. It was a good phone, and it costed like, I think how much? It was around 30,000, something like that. So in my head, I'm like, what the hell? You know, I can't find anything. I think of my student ID. I think of my pass to the facility at KBC. I think about my ATM card. I'm thinking about a lot of things. I'm just thinking about a lot of things, but especially the phone, because it was like, it costed, guys, 30,000 Kenya shillings. And remember, it's not like you are given on credit or something like that. You pay cash, guys. You know how it goes. I was mad. I was crazy. I just lost hope in myself. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. We go to that lady, we ask her, we told you to look after our things and you said that you are okay with that. And she's like, oh, I don't know. We saw people. Oh, man, I'm already mad. I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm even feeling like crying. The first thing I call my boyfriend. I tell him, please tell my family members not to respond to any text that is coming from me. And also tell them not to send any money just yet. Because my phone has just been stolen right now. I used Nyapola's phone to call and tell these people. I knew my bodyguard's number offhand, some kid's number. I also called him and told him about the ordeal. So, remember, we are around Nairobi, University of Nairobi, so it means Central Police Station is just right there. And I demand to talk to the manager of that place, and the manager comes and she's like, okay, maybe we can trace it through CCTV footage and all that. And they tell me to give them time first. At this time, I'm so full of bile, I'm so full of rage and everything in my head. Nyapola is just like, hey man, sorry. Nyapola is also feeling guilty because, you know, these people, they took my bag and left us. So why? And, you know, we have a lot of regrets and so on going on. Nyapola is just trying to be there for me. I'm at my lowest point in life, guys. And the manager comes. Hey, Ebu kujeni. Ebu, come around. Let me show you something. Apparently, she's gotten the footage of these people coming to steal my stuff. Okay? So it's like, I think these people had been tracking me for the longest time, right? So it's like they were tracking us for the longest time, but they just waited for the opportunity to go to the bathroom. So these people came in, a group of 5 people. They came in, one guy, and guys, before we go so far, like, that was the beginning of me starting to learn to put passwords on my phones, because I was a person who never used to put passwords on my phone. Because and that's why these people were able to just open my WhatsApp and start talking to people, demanding money and so on. And that's unlike me. I never ask money from anybody. I never ask money from anyone. I never, you know. So people were feeling something strange. At least they knew me. And later on they learned about everything that was going on. But we find one guy, 2 big women. One had at least, you know, mjanja youthy woman, and another one also, you know. So they apparently get in as a group, and they're so this guy walks courageously all the way to the cashier. Okay, like they want to place an order or something. He seems like he's talking to this cashier, but it's apparently to buy the time, okay, as the other ladies do his dirty work. But you know, the ladies are also big. And then the one lady grabs my bag from the table. Imagine people are just sitting like this, but they've covered the whole place. Now you can't even see that these people are stealing. They took my bag, and then the guy already knows that the bag is ready. So it's the guy who comes out with the bag. Hey, I hated those people. I just wanted 1 minute with those people, but I couldn't find them. So, I started feeling so bad about the whole thing. I'm trying to talk to these people. Is there a way they can... now I am seeing people who stole from me, but I can do nothing about it because they can't trace them or anything. I go outside, I try to see both ways from both streets. I can't see anybody. Man, Nyapola doesn't even know what to tell me at this point. And I decide to go to the police station. And guys, one thing that I was missing that night, the night that I woke up that morning, I had a very powerful prayer to God for protection and all that, So I was blaming God. I was asking him, why is it that this happened to me on the day that I just prayed so hard? So I was like, why did this happen to me on this particular day that I prayed a little extra? So I was like, if God really exists, then why did this happen to me? But tunaandamana moja kwa moja, we go with Nyapola to the police station, Central Police. We are recording the statement, and this police, they're like, they're blaming me at you are just eating. At you are just eating, CG. At you are eating to the extent you can't even see a person stealing. You're telling them it's not like that, And I just realized I was wasting time. We go. We leave the place. We leave with an OB number. And on our way to go and look for matatus, to go back home. I see we meet Muhammad Ali. In my head, I'm like, should I approach this person? Jichopevu, your time he was so known because of Jichopevu, and so I'm like, should I tell him? Atanisikiza kweli ama yeye ni kesi zake tu ni hizi za dunia? Is it gonna help me track down this guy? That thing was really messing with my head. Imagine this guy squandered my $250 worth of airtime and left me 100 bobo kwa jahazi. So I reach home, I'm talking to my sisters, I'm talking to my mom, and so on. I tell them my experience. Everybody's feeling so sad about this. And I'm talking to my guy, I'm talking to my boyfriend. And he feels so sorry for me. And I'm just there, So my mom gets to call me on my boyfriend's phone. And I'm telling her, why did this happen to me, especially after I had this kind of prayer. My mom is like, never blame God for anything. And also, she's like, everything happens for a reason. And that prayer blocked a lot of things. You don't know what I don't know what could have happened to me, especially with those people. They were 5, but they just stole from me without anything happening to me, So I saw it from another angle. I was like, okay, makes sense. I think maybe let me let it go like that, And now I'm sent money to buy another phone. I'm now reduced to Oppo. Oppo. Yeah. So I start using... the following day, I go back to, my internship and so on. People like Moses Orimba, I was so shocked because I was like, how are you asking me for money? But I didn't know, what to tell you. I was just praying that they didn't call my boss or talk to my boss. So that day, I just go to the manager, and I tell him about everything that happened. And he's like, oh God, I'm sorry about this. He even gives me 200 shillings for lunch, and he tells me, we've pardoned you today. Just go and report that issue and look for another phone and so on and so forth. I'm so sorry about that. People are so sorry about it. Guys, believe it or not, 1 week later, I received a call from my school. Okay? The security people at my school call me and tell me that somebody dropped my stuff at school. Guys, they decided to return my documents, my ID, my school ID, everything. Guys, they returned everything apart from the bag and the phone. I was so grateful to God, and now I saw the reason why my mom was telling me just to let it go, and now I believe that prayer had worked some. Okay, so I was so happy about that, but still I had gone to apply for a different ID kama kawaida, and I had bought another phone the following day, and so on. So that was my experience. I had 2 IDs because my ID came so fast. I had 2 IDs to walk around with. So the beautiful one, I used to keep it in the house and just walk with another one in case it gets lost or anything. And it got lost during when Wizkid came around. My ID was stolen. Somebody stole it. I think they were thinking it was an ATM. Anyway, when these people called me, I was asking them, how does the person look like? How are they looking like? Or something like that, Did they have a name or anything? They had no, they just said that they were walking and then they picked this thing. With the help of your school ID, they identified that place. But I'm like, there was my school ID, there was my work tag. It was kind of suspicious. I was like, why did they not take it to KBC, which was closer, and decided to take it to my school? So I was like, maybe the person who stole from me was from my school or something like that. It wasn't just adding up. And then another funny thing was, Nyapola, after I've been granted the off from KBC, Mayenga, they decided to go with me and help me. And Somke also, my bodyguard, it says like, I'm coming through. We go with Nyapola and Somke to that place to demand the CCTV footage again and look at it again, because people are saying from the story it looks like it was an inside job. So when we went back and demanded the footage, now they were so rude to us. They didn't want to talk to us or anything. They said they won't even let us do anything, so I just let it go like that. So we just left that place like that. It was a loss to me. It was a loss to us for the time I stayed and so on. But I was feeling better because I had another phone at that particular moment. Guys, do not just watch this and say nothing about it. Guys, it is not embarrassing. Come on, make it fun, guys. Come and talk about your experiences. Surely. Kwani I'm the one who is giving you my experiences. Guys, kindly let me also know your experiences on the comment section. Let us laugh together. I know these things have happened to almost every single person in Nairobi. Kuishi Nairobi na ujaibiwa ni kama kwenda mbinguni na unaitisha disco matanga. Guys, let us be serious with this thing. And I want to see you guys change today, and drop your comments right there how they stole from you and so on. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. And remember, you don't need to laugh alone. You don't need to watch this alone. You need to share with your friends also, so that they can know about survival tips while they are in Nairobi. Never trust anybody. And that was my experience for today. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Nairobi shamba la mawe. Wewe karada buda.